Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Now, I will be the first to admit that I don't know if I'm gonna get my targets hit on this one, but I'm gonna try on this one. Where we got an area where the bears or the bulls came in, and I think there's gonna be some buying here. So, I mean, as long as price doesn't get knocked down in this area right here, as long as we don't see price get knocked down here, then this area right here should be good. It should be. But I do believe I do believe that this is gonna probably be tight. I probably have to be very mindful about where I take profits. Because I mean, price is in an obvious uptrend for sure. We're making higher lows and we're making higher highs. Well, I mean, well, technically, this is the higher highs right here, technically, and this would kind of be the first lower high, technically. But ever since we got this drop down, price has been kind of uptrending. So as long as they don't reject it here at the bottom of this trend line right here, let me actually draw it out. As long as they don't reject it here, I mean, we should be good. I think that looks good right there. So let's see what happens here, man. Let's see what happens. I probably won't. I probably won't use the full stop though. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But kind of what we was talking about on the NA meetings. Let's actually look at the ES as well. Let's get the ES. Hmm. Hmm. I'm not gonna lie, it's always hard to trade the ES because you just never know. You kind of have to be perfect with the ES. I mean, she did tap into an area of support here in this range. So I mean, we do see that, but all the EMAs are sloping to the downside right now. So uh, yeah, obviously I can't chase the ES. If you chase the ES, you're asking for trouble because every point on the ES matters. So you don't want to be chasing her. And let's look at the book map and see what's going on. Okay, so I mean, as I look at book map, it does. I mean, like I said, it's hard to say. It's really hard to say what's really going on. If I see a break below this low, I'll probably cut this position. If I see like a real like break below this low, because this looks like a small little double bottom. I mean, we're in an area of support, so I'll cut this if I'm wrong on this one. But the ES is still kind of holding up, so we'll see. We're gonna have to see on this one. Hmm. $83, huh? Hmm. I mean, we could see them. I mean, so I mean, if the Bulls can hold this, we can definitely see a move back up to 115, at least probably somewhere up in this range right here. Especially if we get a price to trade above these highs, we'll see a short squeeze rally up into this range, and if the Bulls can hold it, then yeah, we can definitely come back up into this. But it's definitely going to because obviously we got non-farm tomorrow, or not tomorrow, on Friday, and it's definitely going to be the market mover. We have initial and continuous jobless claims tomorrow. I mean, I doubt that we'll see a reaction on that since we have non-farm on Wednesday or Friday. Yeah, I might actually cut this. I mean, if it starts trading below this low for real, I'll probably cut that. Let's see what it does up in this range right here. Probably add to it. Yeah, it does appear that a bunch of market participants are trying to buy in this area as well. All right, so thanks. All right, so let's see. All right, so if they hold this, then it should be good. All right, 948. All right, so price definitely needs to hold this range, and I can really reduce my risk on this. I really don't need this whole thing because I mean, if that doesn't hold, then I mean, this can definitely go down lower if this doesn't hold. So I can definitely reduce my risk on this. Yeah, probably like 30 points, reducing it from 50 to 30. I'm gonna reduce that. But honestly, I really think that I think the Bears are going to have this. So I mean, if I can get something close to break even, I'm actually going to move my stop up to break even plus one or something because the structure on all the higher time frame charts are just bearish. Honestly, that's super bearish. The Bulls ain't going to be able to hold that up. Yeah, that's super bearish right there, and that's definitely bearish on the ES. So I can get my break even, I'll take it. Let's see if we can kind of get a retest. So, I mean, we can get a push. Okay. The Bears are really pushing this down. The Bears are really trying to push price down. They're really trying to push it down. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, if the price doesn't bounce here, it's definitely going lower if it doesn't bounce. Man, good thing I took my profits yesterday. So I was actually in a position thinking that price was eventually going to get all the way up there to at least one to 100 at least. I thought price was actually going to get there, but as I was looking at the charts and I saw them struggle at the at whatever was they struggling at the high of day yesterday. They was struggling right here, and they just couldn't get over it no matter how much they tried, and then they failed, and then you saw that breakdown, and then they bought it right back up. I was thinking, and then there was buying, like there was so much buying but no movement. That just tells me that if price is kind of floating in midair, defying chart gravity, then that tells me that the market is trying to use the bull stops. The same way how if the price isn't going down, it's going up. Sometimes the bulls got to feel that one too. If the price ain't going up, no matter how much you buy, then it's highly likely that you about to come liquidity. Highly likely. So, and the bulls felt that. All right, so let's see if we can get this push right here. Hmm. And let's look at the ES. I mean, the ES is still holding this right here. ES is still holding this. So what I'll do, what is that? 58, 68. Can price get here? No, I don't want to play that game with the ES. I'd rather play that game with the Nasdaq. The ES already moved slow enough, but no volume overnight. Shoot, that thing might just sit there. I mean, we might see it. I mean, this I actually might have passed up on a. You know what, man? This is what I'll do. I'll take this trade and I'll just take a small loss if it comes to that. Take a small loss. This price doesn't really need to trade below this candle. So I'm gonna give it 3 points underneath this candle if this is real. If the bulls are gonna hold this up, then price shouldn't trade underneath this candle right here. Mm. And that's a first. Yeah, looks like they're gonna try to sweep this. Well, I mean, we'll see. They haven't done it yet, but I think the Bears are gonna probably take this. At least that's what it looks like right now. That looks like a. It looks like I'm about to see a big red candle going to the downside. That's what it feels like. That's what it looks like. Mm. Nah, that shit is over with. All right, so let's see. Let's see if they're going to hold this range right here. If they don't, my position is basically cooked. They don't hold this range. All right. I think what I might actually do, I'm still in that ES trade. I mean, I'm probably going to get out this ES trade for sure if I can. Probably get out of this one for sure if I can. We'll see. We'll see what happens. This one, or Having your stop underneath this candle is asking for it to become liquidity. Mm. I mean, it does look like at least on Think with Book Map, it does look like the bulls are trying to buy here. I mean, they're trying to hold this area at least. I mean, right now we got 48,000 contracts trading, so it's very light liquidity tonight. But okay. All right. So yeah, so I'm gonna keep my eyes on what they do here. That is range right here. Keep my eyes on that. This price might tap into this range, and we might see a move down. We could possibly see that. Because it does look like they're holding this range out for right now, at least for right now. And price trading underneath this low will definitely invalidate the trade, invalidate this long, because the price will tap into the liquidity underneath these lows, and we could see a move down. I mean, we could see probably a move down to 45-ish, probably 53-ish, probably literally at the bottom of this range. But I'm not willing to give the Nasdaq that room, honestly. I mean, if she doesn't hold this, then I'll just get stopped out of this one. If she doesn't hold. And I just love how price, I guess it always finds your break even and it plays around it. Always playing around your break even for whatever reason. Okay. Hmm. I guess if given the chance, I mean, I know I was kind of given break even plus two, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of given break even already. I don't think she's going to be merciful to me tonight. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. because I think the Bears I think the Bears got this. I really do. What I was hoping for was, possibly a pump before we drop, but it looks like the market wants to take out that low and possibly get a test somewhere, possibly like 930, 920 or something like that. Hmm. Okay. So we'll see if they hold that. Damn. That's why I love keeping a bigger stop. I love keeping a bigger stop. Actually, I might have got stopped out of ES. Ooh, I almost got stopped out of ES. I almost got stopped out. That's the beauties of having smaller size with bigger stops. You can survive moves like this. You can survive moves like that. I mean, the name of the game is just staying in the trade as long as possible. That's the name of the game. That's how the big traders win. When I discovered that the bigger players don't necessarily try to find the best entry, they just buy it as it goes down. And they buy it. I think Top Step actually does this as well. If you watch one of their streams, a lot of the older traders do this as well, where they'll have a bunch of limits sitting in an area and just have price fill it. And that's how the bigger traders trade. They're not trying to find the perfect entry. They know is that they have enough money to buy as is going, or to sell as it's going up, and to buy as it's going as it going down. Their accounts are big enough to handle this because they could be long and short at the same time. I mean, they usually hedge a lot of their positions anyway, so they can keep buying and buying and buying as the market goes up. And even if the market is not coming back, I mean, they still have their sell positions. Eventually, they know that it's going to be green, but as they're short, they're also long. So as they're losing value in their short position, their long positions are hedging that bet for them to where they can stay within a margin of error. And eventually, as price comes down, all their sell orders are now turning green. So it's like these bigger players with these bigger players, that's how they trade. For us retail traders with daily loss limits and small accounts, we can't trade like that, or at least when we do trade like that, we can't be 10 lot, 10 lot, 10 lots. We got to do like one micro, 2 micros, 3 micros, stuff like that. So, and then stop out eventually if you're wrong. But I'm gonna keep my stop where it is. I think that's a great spot to get stopped out at because this trade's already invalidated. The Bears got it. The Bulls didn't hold that range, so uh, I can't say that I wasn't given an opportunity to get out, but you got to try. Got to try. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get stopped out of both of these. All right. Okay. Yeah, I really don't even know for real. Yeah. It says they're going forever. Mm. It looks like there's a lot of people trying to buy it at 950. Mm. I would find it hard to believe that the market bounces here. I mean, I would really find it hard to believe. I really find that hard to believe. Right? Let me see if people are buying at 50. I mean, they're buying in this area. They're buying in the area right here. But I wonder if this is going to hold. We'll see. So it looks like they're buying at 50, and there's a block of orders at 48. Mm. And we'll see. Because I do see that there's a lot of liquidity at 950. But honestly, they might front run the shit out of that. 950 is like down here. 950 like underneath the range. I mean, if they tap into it, man, let me look at this real quick. Because I mean, that's like a big red dildo right there. The downside. Hmm. back up into this range at least, right? And there's a lot of people trying to buy it here, though. I mean, if they do buy it at 5,700, so I mean, there's like a bunch of orders just sitting there at 5,700 all the way down here. Well, I mean, we'd have to break that low, and we all know that the ES don't play that. And they will probably come back in. Honestly, they'll probably come back at 33. Actually, we might see a bounce at 33. I'm gonna be completely honest. Probably see a bounce at 33. Yeah, we're gonna probably see a run right here. We'll probably see a run. I mean, I don't trust it though. I would just probably come back tomorrow. Tomorrow morning at open. Some volatility there. Let the market do what it needs to do. Yeah, I think we probably might see a big move overnight, possibly. What's up, Jack? Where you been? We're here every day. Well, Smith is also taking a hiatus as well. Smith is also taking a hiatus, so it's just right now is me. He should be back in probably like a month or so. Mm. Yeah, the last time we spoke, he said that he was trying to rediscover himself. He's, I mean, hey, join the stream, man. We've been making money every basically. We've been on a green streak, man. We've definitely been on a green streak. We may lose money 1 or 2 days. I think earlier in today's stream, I was in a winning position. I stepped away from the screen and I came back and saw that my position was totally red. But we got that money back real quick and plus some. So um, I guess since I mean, I can go back to trading ES. Actually, I think I've been trading both. I know I kind of go back to my true love NQ, but even though I say that, I'll focus more on the ES. But that was when Smith was here. But now I just kind of go back and focus on the Nasdaq. But I can I have started watching both the ES and the Nasdaq, and we've been taking trades on both. We actually caught this move on the Nasdaq this morning, or on the ES this morning, at the bottom, and we caught it going up. We caught this move right here. We caught this move right here. He said, "Is NQ better?" I mean, in my opinion, it's the style. If you're impatient, I feel like Nasdaq would be a better option for people that just want to trade. With the Nasdaq, you can trade anywhere on the screen. You can trade anywhere on the screen. You can trade the bottom. You can trade the middle. You can trade the top even and get lucky. You just got to be in and out. You can trade on the Nasdaq if you're a button pusher and you just want to be in a trade. That's what the Nasdaq is good for, because she does trade with structure, but you can get away with a lot. But the ES, you can never trade the middle. You can only trade the edges. So you have to be patient. You have to be patient. You have to be okay with, if you miss the move, you can't chase her. You can chase the Nasdaq. You can't chase the ES because every point matters. You need at least 10 points to make $500 on a 10 micro lot. You need at least 10 points. And she doesn't give you 10 points like that. When she begins to run, then yeah, she'll move. But when she's chopping in a range like this, she'll barely give you 10 points. The only time you're getting more than 10 points is she's breaking out above a range and below the range. But for the most part, she's giving you 10 points and you got to be perfect with it. You got to be perfect. So the ES is definitely for traders that are definitely okay with being patient, definitely okay with missing moves, and definitely okay with not chasing the market. You can't be okay with that and be successful with the ES. That's why I don't trade her. I am not that type of trader at all. But she is easy to trade though. Yeah. ES 10 points, man, you gotta be perfect. Every point matters. That's why I keep telling myself with the ES, you can't chase her because every point matters. You get in 2 or 3 points, even 1 point from the perfect entry, you might not get filled. You might get price stopping like maybe a tick, or a point before your target, and if you're not following it with the stop, it's coming back to you. It's coming back to break even. That's just how she is. She likes to range a lot, and then she breaks out, pulls back, and then breaks out again. I mean, that's just how she trades. So I mean the only trade-off with trading the ES is that you're not getting moves like this all in one day. Like you're not getting moves like this all in one day. You might get a move like this, like a 60-point move like this every once in a while, but for the most part, the most you'll get is 20. For the most part, 20, 30. This is like a 30-point move right here. But you see that she averages 10 to 20 points, 10, 15, 20 points. That's her average. Unlike the Nasdaq, where she'll hit you with a 300-point drop out of nowhere. And if you don't respect your stops, there goes your account. I mean, there's traders that don't even trade with the stop on Nasdaq, which is crazy. That bitch is crazy. You don't trade with no stops on Nasdaq. Yeah, I don't think this is about the move. I think we're about to see a drop, like a big drop, because the market is not going up. The bulls are definitely buying this. They're trying to buy underneath lows. I mean, we got a lower low now. We got a lower high, and we got a lower low. So, and the bulls are buying and it ain't going up. And even if it does go up, you got all the EMAs sloping to the downside right now. So we're not going to see no real bounce. We'll get probably like a pop, but not no real bounce. We'll probably see what happens at 872. I'm thinking that they're going to probably protect 833. If you see a move below 833, then that could sell disaster for any bulls. But they're definitely going to have to protect this low right here. Or we already know what's going to happen underneath this low. Well, honestly, what probably could happen, and I'm going to probably just wait until tomorrow, but I mean, I think we already got it though. I mean, we got to move down. We got to move down. We got to move down. I mean, hopefully this is not a big move down, a range, or another big move down. Hopefully that's not what we see tomorrow. If you trade underneath this low, we're definitely going to see that big move down like that. So for the bulls' sake, if you're in a bullish position, keep your stop close to these lows because it's going to get ugly underneath these lows. So I wouldn't play that game with the Nasdaq. It's going to get ugly underneath them lows. I guess let's look at the fib chart real quick and see where we at. I mean, I always tell myself that I'm gonna just start looking at this chart, but I never do. I always look at it when it's too late. All right, so we got the 23%. So we might see a rejection here at 80. We might see a rejection here. And 833 would be the fib move. 833. But it would definitely have to get past this golden zone. I mean, we did see a breakout right here. We did see a breakout, so they might actually try to come back in at this golden zone and push it. All right, Jack. Have a good night. Yeah, they might actually come back here and try to buy it here. Maybe. We'll see. Ooh. Yeah, I'll just wait until tomorrow. I'll wait until tomorrow. But actually, before we get off stream, because I usually just want to the market's not moving. We'll just trade for at least close to an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. But let's actually look at the data for tomorrow. I mean, we got a big news day tomorrow, but majority of it is coming out at 7:39. Hmm. Yeah, I wonder why. Mm. Yeah, so we got a big news day tomorrow. I guess we could see a move down. We got continuous jobless claims, initial continuous jobless claims, but like I said, we may or may not see a reaction to this. We could see a reaction at 6:30 with the challenger job cuts because I mean we have a non-farm payroll tomorrow, but we're already getting the rate cuts already. I was already said that we should expect at least a point in race in basis cut. So in November we should get another rate cut of 50 basis points. So I mean I don't know why this would be a market mover now. Now that we've already been confirmed that we'll get the rate cut, but the rate cut would probably react to it anyway. We got the services and composite at 8:45, and at 9 o'clock we have the ISM and the factory orders, and then around like 9:40 and 10:30 we got Fed Bostic and Kashkari speaking. Obviously, everybody's keeping their eyes on the services right here because I mean this is before Powell said something about the rate cuts, but this was always their concern was the services, and that's what a lot of people would keep their eyes on. So we could see a bearish move down, but we'll see. We'll see. And it looks like I missed an opportunity to go long on the Nasdaq. Yeah, I should look at that. I should have went long. Damn it. At least I could have caught this little move up right here. The crazy thing is, I think if I would have left my stop alone, I would still be in this. If I left my stop alone where it was. Okay. 751. And look at that. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to end it here. I'm going to end it here. Market is not necessarily moving, but let's see. Hmm. Nah, I'll just wait, man. Market is just being wishy-washy right now. But all right, I'm going to sign off here. And with that said, peace out.